Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Claude and the Banstas. Hope you're all well. This is the review, basically, of the game of the weekend, Burnley against Arsenal. Whose fault was it, Leno's or Xhaka? And we will be going live after we've showed you this.
Nice.
Thomas! It's up for grabs now! Thomas! Right at the end! Tony Adams put through by Steve Ball. Would you believe it? Pierre is in for Arsenal and sweeps it home. It's bergkamp. Oh, it's magnificent. And it's
Arsenal!
It's time to go!
Oh, shit.
Absolutely brilliant. We love that. And obviously,
I miss you guys.
Once again, thanks a lot for doing that for us. We really appreciate it.
I miss you guys. I've seen that thing so many times. I'm still not sick of it. Hey, real quick, I missed you guys. Where's Uncle Claude? Is he okay?
He should be on soon, actually. Yeah.
Okay. I just have to explain something to you guys and to the people that will be watching or listening. This is a terrible time of day for me. It's 4:46 in the afternoon, and usually I'm downstairs, and I have two locked doors between me and the family. But my wife is still working upstairs, so both doors are open, and it might get loud behind me. You might hear my kids yelling. You might hear them yelling at each other. You might hear my wife cursing at the kids. People might just come bursting down here because dinner time is soon. So while you guys would probably enjoy that, I would die of embarrassment, but I had to let you know that that's my situation right now. But I miss you guys.
Cool, mate.
I miss you guys, and I had to be here.
Listen, thanks for being here, mate. And listen, don't worry about all that. You know, listen, we're Brits. We love noise. We love dramas. We do, don't we? We love dramas.
All right, as long as no one calls social services on me.
Again.
How you been, Pete? How you been?
I've been well, as good as you can be after that game. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Well, we're going to delve into that a bit more. Diesel, how you been, mate?
Yeah, all good, mate. Do you know what? Can people hear us right through that through the intro? Can they hear us still?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Apologies for laughing.
Yeah, nice of you to tell me afterwards.
Cheers, Phil. No, yeah, guys. Yeah, everyone's good. Everyone's good. All good. I was just playing the So I was just saying to Terry, actually, I was just playing a certain song. I've not long watched Coming to America, yeah. And anyone who's not seen it, it's on Amazon Prime. As you all know, I'm a massive TV buff. Love my films into the movies and that. It was actually decent, Terry. It weren't brilliant, but it was decent. I'll tell you one thing though, mate. The soundtrack's banging. So anyone who's not seen it, it's worth a watch. It is worth a watch. It is funny.
Yeah, I've been watching a program called Your Honor on Sky Atlanta.
I told you about that, didn't I? Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tony.
Really good.
You know what I love?
Shut down.
You know what I love about this? You know what I love about this conversation is we all have different ways we try to not think about that damn game, you know, with all the stuff that we do. Me, as you'll see in a video I sent to Terry a little while ago, I watch World War II documentaries to get my mind off of bad Arsenal games. And I don't know what the judge is, but Diesel, I'm going to check that out. You piqued my interest.
Yeah, no, honestly, no, watch it. It's good. It's good. I've been waiting for that sequel for years, and I didn't think they'd actually do one. So yeah, the fact that they have, it's worth a watch, mate. It's worth a watch. And a lot of the original cast as well. So you know what? Fair play. It's one of my favourite films coming to America. So yeah, it's worth a watch. Ricardo's missed Terry, by the way. I find that very hard to believe, but yeah.
I've missed you too, Ricardo. I missed you too, mate.
Yeah. Stanley's in the chat. Accrington Stanley.
Man.
How you doing, Stanley? Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well.
Got it, Stan. Don't worry. I've got it.
He's in Vancouver. He's on his lunch break. They're it's 1 something over there.
Yeah.
How's it going, eh?
Hope you're well, Stan. Let's get
into it then, boys. Come on, let's talk about it. I know we don't really want to, but let's have a little chat about it. Burnley, obviously. Before we do, we've got a super chat there. Let's get that in. Sammy saying, England picking the USSR documentary. Great, Glenn.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. I'll check that out, Sammy. I really will. Thank you.
Nice one, Sammy. Thank you, mate.
We're full of information on the channel and all, Glenn.
Exactly. Any more you got, guys? Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
So, well, Terry, go on.
Yeah, go on, Terry.
Right, let's start with the obvious question, right? Because there's been a lot of talk on obviously social platforms and YouTube and things like that. People have got different blaming different people. Some are blaming Leno, some are blaming Xhaka. So, Glenn, let's start with yourself. Who are you blaming for that goal?
If I have to put blame, I would put it on Xhaka, but in my opinion, you could also put it on Arteta. Haven't you guys seen them try to play out of the back a lot tighter than they did there? It was Xhaka, with a brain fart, and he is not solely to blame for that draw. But my point is, I've seen them do crazier shit in the penalty box and around it where I'm like, what are you doing? Just send it down the field, So, a slight blame to Xhaka, but it's what the manager's telling them to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Diesel.
Do you know what? Right. Okay, so I've had a good day today, Tel. I've had a good day. I've watched that film, playing some tunes, and obviously, knowing that we're going to do this tonight. I've watched it back, and look, the one thing I will say, right? Everyone's got their limit. There comes a point where you just got to start looking at the bigger picture, right? That incident alone, that isolated incident, if I'm honest with you, because obviously we done the watch along, to it, Tel. When we saw that, my first thought wasn't Leno at all. It wasn't. It was Xhaka, right? For me, I can understand why some people are calling out Leno, right? My only issue with Leno is he doesn't open his mouth. He doesn't talk. It's like he's a deaf mute, yeah? But that aside, for me, it's Xhaka. We're not talking about a 16-year-old kid who's just, playing for the first time. This is the captain of Switzerland, one of our captains. He was our captain. He's an international. You know what I'm saying? So, sorry, for me, there's no excuse. We saw it. He looked up. You cannot miss Chris Wood. Chris Wood ain't exactly a midget, Tel. So I'm saying you can't miss him, right? He looked up and he saw him, right? Don't forget, he played the ball with his right foot. He's left-footed, yeah, right? It was a bad mistake, bad. But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. If we're looking at the bigger picture, Tel, you know who I blame? Fucking manager.
Oh.
I blame the manager. You know why? Because the only reason Xhaka's in this team is down to one man. That one man is Mikel Arteta. The one man who had the chance, right, to out him, right, and yet he convinced him to stay. That's where my issue really lies. Now, Tel, if we're looking at the bigger picture here, right, sorry, the blame must go down to him. This isn't a one-off, right? We can forgive Xhaka if that was a one-off. Right, he does this season in, season out. He doesn't learn from his mistakes. These players train every single day, right? Every day, you train to get better at your job. This guy is an absolute liability, mate. It's a liability. How many times is Arteta? Surely, he must have a cut-off point where he's thinking, do you know what? I've had enough. I've seen enough. I've handed him rope. He's not. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, if we're talking in the broad context of things, it's one man for me, and that's Arteta.
Okay. For me, obviously, I don't think Leno should even be in this conversation. It was never Leno's fault. A lot of we've done it loads of times before, and we'll do it loads of times again. Xhaka, as a professional footballer, should never, ever, ever be going back across our goal like that anyway. Never. I said it on the day when we were doing the live watch-along. Even when he receives that ball, if he thinks he's under pressure, just kick the ball out. Just kick it out for a corner. What difference did it make? I don't understand. What difference did it make? So I don't understand why people were saying, well, Leno should have looked up and seen that he was under pressure or God knows what. No, we must have, I think we've done it, a few times on that day. We've done it a few times on that day. So that's the way the manager wants to play. These players need to get real, or otherwise they will get shipped out. I don't think he will be in our starting 11 next season, but unfortunately at the moment he's still here. So let's be real. Let's be real. All of us said it, even in the chat. Xhaka's been good for the last 5 or 6 games. Even you said, Diesel, before he done that, he played all right in that first half.
No, he was. Yeah,
why on earth he done that? I've not got a clue.
He was having a decent game. You know what's right? The issue I've got, I don't know if Glenn agrees, right? The issue I've got with this, and this is where it just winds me up, right? Because I watched it earlier on, obviously in anticipation of doing this stream. I thought, you know what? Let me just watch it again. Yeah, even though we watched it 2, 3, 4 times on that watch along, let me watch it again. Yeah, it's been a few days. It's been a couple of days. Obviously, the emotions passed and stuff like that. So I've watched it again, and I said to you earlier on, right? Everyone's got that cut-off point, right? How many times is this play? The issue for me, right, with Arsenal, there's no accountability, right? Xhaka we all know Xhaka's going to start the next game. It doesn't matter if he makes a mistake. What's the punishment, Till? There is no punishment. No. There is no accountability. There is no fear of him losing his place. No, the lack of concentration. And it happens again and again and again. And I think Stan put the comment there. This player has cost us points. I'm still not over that the incident with him. Throwing his shirt on the floor, throwing the captain's armband. I'm not over that. I'm not over it. I never will be over it. I haven't forgiven him. A lot of Arsenal fans have, because a lot of fans are fickle, right? And Xhaka can play 2, 3 decent games in a row, and all is forgotten, Granite. Well, no, I'm sorry. What he done was disgusting. The fact he's still in this team, Till, is an absolute miracle, right? If this was days of old, let's be honest, you, me, Glenn, everyone in the chat will know, if this was days of old, no way would he have got back in this team after that. No chance. Because over the years, we've become so soft and mediocre, he walks straight back in. He's going to start the next game, and the one after that, and the one after that. Personally, I think he'll be here next year. I think Arteta likes him. I really do. And there lies the problem, Terry. There is no accountability. So when he makes another mistake, he'll look disappointed because he knows he's on camera. But other than that, is he really?
Damn, man. You guys, wait, Terry, because I know you're going to continue with this, because first of all, you guys are so brilliant. I agree with major points of what you both made. Diesel, I think in another life you were a preacher, the way you build up your case, man. First you just talk, then your arms start moving, then you get angry, and your eyebrows. You were a preacher in another life, man, because you had me like a bobblehead. Yeah. And Terry, you're like friggin' Winston Churchill, it's like, this might not be the end. It might be the beginning of the end. And I'm like agreeing with both of you. But the point is Arteta's not going anywhere right now. I agree with you, Diesel. If they sacked him tomorrow, it'd be like good riddance, but it's not going to happen, so I don't get so upset about it. That's it basically. You both make great points, and now Terry, I know you want to argue with him, so go ahead.
I'll do super chats first. Romeo's cousins, what a good name, Romeo's cousin. Arsenal have lost 11. Xhaka of VAR never Arsenal, and OG Slim has put ban on Diesel. First super chat, big up lads. Thank you very much.
I mean, I thought the biggest. I thought the biggest villain in that game was VAR, not whether Xhaka had a brain fart inside the penalty box. That was so obviously a handball that it just makes me bananas.
We'll come on to VAR in a minute. But
I'm sorry, Terry. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. But there's another thing I want to bring up, and that is that we're quick enough to get on the backs that someone makes mistakes, right? We're quick enough to do that. Xhaka has made a big mistake. I don't want him at the club. I've made that clear. I don't want Bellerin at the club. But I understand the situation of why they're here at the moment. I understand that, right? That's not a problem. I can get over that, and hopefully they go at the end of the season, right? But we're quick enough to jump on these players. Why ain't we quick enough to jump on the backs of someone like he's only young Xhaka? 2 golden opportunities.
Yeah, we did, though. To be fair, we did, didn't we? We did.
Opportunities that if he would have put at least one of them away, we would have got 3 points. Aubameyang, he could have had another. He had another great chance of putting it away. Partey, another great chance when he went straight over the bar. But we'll just forget about that. We forget about them because obviously Xhaka made the big mistake. Let's be real, and obviously the VAR. But this is happening time and time again, right? It's when people say, this is what gets my goat, people say we're not improving, we're not doing this, we're not doing that because of the results. But if you look at the actual game, let's be real, in that first half, we should have been out of sight. How many other games this season and all should we have been out of sight in the first half with the amount of chances that we've created and the amount of chances that we've gone astray? Let's be real, because there's 3 games that come to my mind straight away, right? That really we could have got 9 points from. That game at Burnley, we had the chances. We should have caned them in the first half, and then VAR, we get to that in a minute. Obviously, we should have got the penalty in the last seconds, which would have given us the 3 points.
All right, Terry.
Sorry, go on, mate.
I just want to say everything you said is true, but you act like we all don't know that. We all know that. But, going back to Diesel's Xhaka comment about Arteta liking him, okay, I hope and pray that Arteta does not think that Xhaka is the long-term answer next to Partey. And if he does not believe he is the long-term answer, okay, Xhaka is not going to accept being a squad player here. That's the big question with Xhaka Arteta.
Well, let's hope that great manager that was here before that said he was one of the best players in the world comes in and hopefully buys him, Glenn.
And let's also hope that this is the real Ransom Pants, eh? If it is, because I think the one that come in the other day was Ransom Pants with a P, P for Peppa Pig. If that is the real Ransom Pants, you're losing your hair for nothing. He's blatantly talking about me. You're losing your hair for nothing. Mid-table club and out of Europe, Finnish club. Obviously, as we all know, Ransom Pants is a massive Man United fan. I hope he is the real Rants, because if you are watching, mate, we want you on at some point. Yeah,
yeah. And,
I love his stuff. He's like us. Well, he's like me.
I just wanted to say to him, congratulations to Manchester United for temporarily blowing up the Death Star. Can you guys imagine what this Premier League season would look like if it was not for Manchester City's MVP, which is a £20,000 a day lawyer? For FFP. There's my phone. So congratulations on that. I looked at the table yesterday for the first time in a long time, and I just took Manchester City out. And I'm like, wow, what a race it would be without them. Sorry.
I agree with you. Xhaka has been our best player this season. But we won't pick up on that. What I'm saying is we won't pick up on that. He should have scored 2 goals and then we would have got the 3 points. What we'll pick up on is that obviously Arteta should be sacked. That's what I'm saying, because of what Xhaka done this weekend. That's what my whole point is. I'm not saying that Xhaka, he's the best player, one of our best players. I love him. But I'm just giving you an example. No one will talk about that. No one will talk about the 3 points that we might have got against Burnley. No one will talk about the 3 points we might have got against Wolves if the VAR looked at it properly and didn't send David Luiz off, which shouldn't have been sending off in my eyes. No one would have looked at it when we played Leicester earlier on in the season, when VAR took the goal away from us, when Lacazette didn't do anything wrong, and, you know, we may have gone on to win that. That's what I'm saying. When you put the whole lot in context, right, if we would have got them points, because obviously, let's be real, people keep saying don't talk about VAR because, you know, you're just trying to make an excuse. Well, no, it ain't an excuse. It's not an excuse. That was a clear handball. We should have got that. Even Peter Walton on BT Sport, the referee that's on there that I don't even like whatsoever, keeps mucking up. He even said it should have been a penalty. So that should have been a penalty.
Terry, why do you get so excited about the Arteta out now people? You know it's not going to happen now, but you get yourself all worked up about it. You obviously look at all aspects of a game and why it happened. So, dude, I got some really good dope here. You need to calm down, man.
You know what it is, Glenn, yeah? You know what it is. You know what it is, right? And I hand on heart, I genuinely believe this, yeah? Right? Terry's getting rattled because Terry's starting to see it. You know, no, I do. No, I'm telling you now, right? You know, if you look at the reactions of him, that is the look of a man who knows deep down I am right, yeah? But Terry's gone so far that way, right, that he can't, it's too late now. You know, he can't. Listen, in my eyes, it's never too late, Till, right? Hold your hands up, yeah? And I know deep down, right? You can see it, yeah. All this, what you just said there, is all ifs. It's all ifs and buts, right?
Yeah, all ifs and buts. Yeah.
Right? We do watch-alongs for every single Arsenal game, yeah. And very, very rarely do we, especially I know to talk for me, do we moan about VAR or the ref or this or that? Because the way I look at it, Till, we've got 90 minutes to win a game of football. Yeah, right? Exactly. One VAR moment, right? I don't put it down to the fact that one moment of VAR has cost us the game. We still had 89 minutes in that game. Yeah, so I'm not really looking at the refs because the way I look at it, some will go for us, some will go against us, right? Over the course of a season, they do tend to balance out. Right, some things have gone for us. I don't see Arsenal fans moaning about that, right? But what I'm saying is, we had enough time, right, in that game, right, to have won it. Yeah, the facts are this, Till, and these aren't even opinions; these are facts, right? Exactly. We've lost more than we've won, Till. So when we're talking about, you know,
it's the same. We haven't.
I've heard you say it.
May I say something quick? Just let me say something quick, because when you two start going at each other, I just sit back. Terry, the one thing you didn't mention in taking a part of the game, which was an excellent taking part of the game, is I thought Arteta was outmanaged in the second half. All right, you didn't bring that up either, and that has happened in the last few Premier League games. So you need to take that into account too, to understand the anger coming from people like me and Diesel.
Yeah, no. Listen, I totally agree that he got outmanaged in the second half. No one asked me that question. If someone asked me that question, I would have said that. But no one's asked me that.
Okay.
But you've just done that. You've just done that. But we totally outplayed them in the first half.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But no one will pick up on that. No one picked up. Let's be honest. No one has picked up until I said it about Xhaka with his 2 misses, about aubameyang with his misses, about Partey with his miss. That's what I'm saying. No one will pick up on that.
We mentioned it, didn't we? When we done the watch along. Listen, you know what, right? The one thing I will say, I do agree with you on that about Xhaka, because, right, criticism, and I'm not on about criticism where, you know, you call it, he's a prick or he's crap or he's this or he's that, right? That's just downright insults. I'm not on about insults. People need to realise criticism is very different to insults, right? They're not the same thing, yeah? Xhaka, absolute quality, yeah? But let's have it right. He is no more immune than any of those other players. Doesn't matter how old he is, right? Do you know what I'm saying? If you're old enough, you're good enough. Or if you're good enough, you're old enough, right? I should say. Yeah, I've sat there and I've coated off aubameyang. Yeah, coated him off. Xhaka, I've coated off. Bellerin, coated. Right? Xhaka, for me, he's no different. Why does Xhaka get a pass? Do you know what I'm saying? Our job on this stream is to comment on what we see, right? We comment on the game we've just seen. Now, if Xhaka, albeit he's 19 or whatever it is, right? If he's had a bad game, we're going to call him out. If aubameyang's had a bad game, I'm going to call him out. It doesn't matter. No player, right? We've been brought up on absolute world-class ballers. So trust me when I say this. Not one player in that team, right, mesmerises me because I'm used to the Henrys, the Wrights, the Bergkamps. Yeah? Exactly. So I'm sorry. I've come from that era. Yes, I ain't seen anything right now that reminds me remotely of that back then. So no one escapes criticism from me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And on that note, sexy Claudinho is here. How you well, Claude?
Yeah, I've got a crap internet tonight. I really can hardly hear you. Are you all right? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can hear you. Did you survive the Teddy show then? You survived?
Oh, look who's here. Look who's here. God, where have you been?
What? I don't know. Ask my wife. My balls are in her purse.
I'd love it. Glenn just said that. I'd love it if Claude went, do you know what? Actually, wait there, I'll ask her. Can you imagine?
You make me smart. Is that...
Glenn, are you happy? Are you happy, Glenn, with the Arsenal? Are you happy?
No, I'm effing pissed off. We were just talking about it. Did you hear what we were talking about, Big C, with these guys? Did you hear us?
But it's Project 2023. What do you expect? It's only 2021 at the moment, so you have to be patient, mate, you know?
All right. There's the sarcasm. Now, what do you think?
We've got to be patient, mate. You've got 2 years of this, mate. 2 years to be patient.
Your sarcasm is dripping through my monitor. What do you think? What are you thinking? What do you think about that last game?
We shouldn't even be talking about VAR or anything like that, or handballs, because the game should have been wrapped up before that. Half time should have been wrapped up. Second half, they got the goal. I mean, I can't believe I'm hearing people blaming Leno. Is there any blame at all for that goal? I can't believe it. There's people blaming Leno for that. He's put the ball out to Xhaka, knowing, because Xhaka's demanding it. Yeah, he's demanding the ball. He made himself available for the ball. Right. What Xhaka does with it after, he's down to him. Yeah, it's down to him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so why is Leno getting the blame for this? I'm hearing blame for Leno. And I'm not his biggest fan. I wanted Martinez in goal this year. Mm. And but on Saturday, he was the one that saved us in the end. Because if he didn't make those two great saves in the second half, we could have even got beat. So we didn't put our chances away. We can't blame VAR. In fact, VAR, it didn't matter anyway, because the bloke in VAR agreed with the referee anyway. Unfortunately, the people that are making these laws are people like Wenger, who are on the committee there. Arsene Wenger's on the committee now.
Claude, right? Can I just let me ask you a question, right? Obviously, you've been watching Arsenal a lot longer than me, right? Am I right in saying this? Is it really? We're Arsenal, yeah. I still look, we are the Arsenal. Right? I've still got that mentality. Yeah. Talking about, with all due respect, apologies if there are any Burnley fans watching this, right? We're talking about Burnley here. Is it really come to it that we're blaming VAR because we couldn't beat a team like that?
Hold up. I've got to stop you there, Diesel. Who's blaming VAR?
I'm saying you did.
Who's blaming VAR? We're not blaming VAR.
10 minutes. You go on social.
I saw a fan cam on Sunday.
This is what winds me up. Right? We can talk about VAR with other teams, right? I've seen a load of Arsenal fans go on about, that was handball with the Man United game and the Chelsea game, was it? We all talk about it then. That should have been handball. That should have been handball. If we say it, I see Arsenal fans talk about it when Tottenham play and everyone else. But because people, this is what it is. Because people want Arteta out, right? Because people want Arteta out, when for some reason some Arsenal fans are not allowed to call a VAR decision, which should have been a penalty. It's a clear penalty. Why can't we say it's a clear penalty? What is so bad about that?
There's nothing bad about it. I thought it was a penalty at the time, but of course the lawmakers.
But even the referees, even Peter Walton on BT Sport, Keith Hackett on Twitter, and all these other referees have come out and said,
I know, but what I'm trying to say, the lawmakers.
That's the same as buying the Sun newspaper, reading it, and believing everything you read. Just because Peter Walton or whatever that other mate, this
he's come out and said it.
Fans, I'm not saying you, Terry. We've seen fans all over social media, right, within 10 minutes, right, final whistle. Yeah. Oh my God, we lost it down to VAR. It was purely down to VAR. VAR are so against us. They have an agenda against Arsenal. They have an agenda against Arsenal for the last 10 years. It's all reasonable.
I'm glad you said that because even when we was doing the watch-along, as soon as that goal went in that Xhaka had done, let's be real, everyone in the chat, and straight after, Arteta's got to be sacked. Because exactly that. You're exactly right, Diesel, on what you said. Exactly right. Because as soon as that happened, straight after that, it did not matter even if we went on and won the game. Straight after that happened, everyone in the chat and everyone in Twitter was saying Arteta out because that was Arteta's fault. Let's be real.
Tell, listen, right? Exactly right. We've had Arteta out even when we win in the comments.
You're right with what you're saying. Why should we and do the thing like that? You're right in what you're saying.
What do you mean?
You're 100%.
I can't hear a second. So sorry. Second.
I said you're 100% right in what you just said. Why should we believe in it? Why should we do this? Why should we do that? And straight after, VAR was to blame and all that. Exactly right. As soon as that goal went in, everyone jumped on the bandwagon again. That's Arteta's fault. Arteta out. You're exactly right in what you were saying.
Guys, sometimes you guys argue.
Hold on. I saw on Saturday a fan cam, right? Well, I couldn't believe what I said. This is our fan base. I saw a fan cam on. Hey, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Go on.
Yeah, I saw a fan cam on Saturday. And said, talking about the referees, and I've got the guy had a file. He said he's got a file about the referees having an agenda against our football club, right? And he can go back to all the mistakes from 2005 to now. He said all referees have got an agenda against Arsenal Football Club. What a load of bullshit. What an absolute bullshit is that? Why are we
talking about someone on the fan cam when we're talking about the actual incident?
Because this is reflecting the fans.
Our own eyes, so cool. We all see with our own eyes. Do you think it's a penalty or not?
Okay, I'm buying a fucking whistle the next time I come on with you guys. For 5 minutes, you're arguing over how people perceive.
You need a gavel.
For the last 5 minutes, you guys are arguing over how people perceive that game. Sometimes people need a villain. Xhaka, Leno, Arteta, VAR. We all know there's a bunch of reasons that happened.
Glenn, let me ask you this then, right? Yeah, you watch the game, Glenn. If we put our chances away, right, would anyone be, if we put our chances away and we went 3-4-1 up and that penalty, that VAR incident happened, yeah, but we put our chances away, I honestly think anyone would be talking about the incident?
No, of course not.
Well, there you go, that's my point.
Of course you would. Of course you would, because it still would be a penalty. Is it a penalty? Is it a penalty or not?
Hey?
Is it a penalty?
Yeah, of course it's a penalty, but I'm not. But I'm saying, the only reason we lost that game was because we didn't get that penalty.
Who said that?
A lot of tell. Come on. I was you earlier on. You went on social media 10 minutes after the final whistle. All right, a lot of other Arsenal channels, podcasts and streams. We only lost that because VAR. That was the only reason. No one mentioned about the chances, right, that we scuffed. It was down to VAR.
And there was also other YouTubers.
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you said that.
There's also other YouTubers saying, why is everyone getting on VAR? You know what I mean? We wouldn't have won that game if VAR come on. And it was also the other way. That's what I'm saying. So why do we need to talk about that? Let's talk about ourselves and what we think. Why can't we say that was a penalty and that should have been given? That's what I'm saying. Let's not worry about anybody else.
I agree.
Here's my take on it, right? Here's my take on it. I don't think VAR should be existing. One. I think it's a joke. The whole thing is the only way it can be existing for me is goal line and offsides. They're the only obvious ones that can be judged on. Any other thing should not even. It should be up to the referee. If he gives it, he gives it. If he doesn't, he don't. Right? We've survived 100 years without all this crap. Right? All it does is take the emotion out of the game, the emotion out of people when they score a goal. It's the whole thing. I would wipe it out tomorrow. The whole thing.
I just want to ask
all it does is destroying the game. It's destroying it. It's destroying the flow of the game. You don't know. I mean, you could go. You can have you could be playing on for another 2 or 3 minutes, and they're still looking at the screen. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It should only be done on goal line and offsides. Anything else is subjective. All decisions are subjective. And it proved it on Saturday because the bloke in the VAR room agreed with the referee. He agreed with the referee. So what use was VAR on Saturday? Scrap it. It's not a penalty.
Got that wrong because VAR.
Terry. If you wanted to blame the people who are making these laws up on the handball and not making it clear. Makes sense because two referees, one in there, one on the pitch, did not give the penalty. Right?
Claude, I'm just saying what you said. VAR got the decision right just before it. He should not have been sent off the player because it wasn't handball. It hit him on the shoulder. That is what VAR
was after. That was the second one.
Sorry, after. But what I'm saying is that was the right decision.
But then again, having said all that, the referee should have seen that himself. That's his incompetence.
Why? He's seen the ball with the arm, so he sent the player off.
Everyone could see it hit him there. And he was he couldn't have seen it very clearly. He was so confident he got the red card out straight away without even thinking. Thinking. He couldn't have seen that clearly. If he did see it clearly.
You've got to admit, he pulled it out a bit lively, didn't he? Look, come on.
Exactly.
He was running it.
My suggestion is, Terry, I'll tell you what we should do. Forget VAR, right? Let's go back to when we brought foreign players in the 90s. We started bringing the Premier League, bringing foreign players in. Let's bring foreign referees and put these idiots under pressure. Bring them in. Bring foreign referees. Put these people because these referees are useless, absolutely useless.
But
there we go. And that's why one referee.
If they got one referee on the second one, Claude. It's the way that they interpret the rules and that. That's what I'm saying to you. They got that one right. That is what VAR is there for. And I totally agree with that decision.
VAR, no, you're not understanding because I've had this with Teddy and now I'm having this with you now. You don't understand what I'm saying. There are referees, right? What? Look, if it's a penalty or what, that referee in the room, right? Why is his opinion different to the one on the pitch? So they've got two different views. Who's the right one? The only ones where you can say is clear and obvious are offsides, where you can see the line and who's on the line, and the goal line. Others is subjective. Other decisions are subjective, and that's why it should not be allowed. It's destroyed our game.
Okay, now let me ask everybody besides Claude, Terry and Diesel, do you want VAR gone?
Oh, definitely, 100%.
For me,
100%.
For me, Glenn, I think that the rules need to be updated. with technology, because if you look at VAR across the board in every other sport there is, including football in different countries, because they don't seem to be having the problems of what we're having, I think VAR will be a fantastic thing for football.
Okay, let me stop you there. Let me stop you there because you stole my second question. Does it matter to you, Diesel, or to you, Claude, that it works so well in other football leagues?
Does it work well? We don't really know. We're presuming it works. Listen, it all boils down to if one referee makes a decision, right, and the other one disagrees, in the other room, who's to say one is right and one is wrong? It's got to be one decision at the end of the day, isn't it? One decision, and that's what I mean by different. The only ones that are obvious are the offsides, where you can see the line when the ball's played, and the goal line. There's no what one referee interprets as a penalty and what the other one interprets as a penalty could be completely different. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah,
so that means it should be the decision of the referee on the pitch. He's made that decision, and that's it. So we don't really need it. We don't even need it. I'll tell you what, just bring it in for offsides. Fine, that's okay. Goal line, love it. Keep goal line.
So do you think Burnley don't want it after their player was just about to get sent off and having a penalty taken away from them?
That should have been the referee. That should have been the referee. You should have noticed that.
What about when a league title is decided on a goal that was like a handball, like Thierry Henry in the World Cup? What's going to happen when that happens?
Bad luck, isn't it? Bad luck. That's what it is. That's the game. Look, 100 years of football, we didn't have it. I never see in 100 before all. This is the typical. This is what I'm saying. Modern day people. Typical. I never see one complaint. Right? You used to go. A decision went against you. You went in the pub. You argued. Oh, he should have been given this. He should have been given that. That was it. Game over. It goes for you one week. It'll go against you the next. That's how it is. Right? Keep it for offsides. Keep it for goal line, and that's it. Because every other decision is subjective. So you saw it on Saturday. VAR didn't help give us that penalty, did it? Because the other one in the room was agreeing with him.
Dude, you don't understand, all right? I've been married 20 years. I know when I'm not going to convince somebody to my side of an argument, all right? I'm done arguing with you.
With all due respect, in America, you love your intervals and breakups of play, and put adverts on and all that. You love all that.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I really love that.
Yeah, I'm not being funny. You're used to all that over there.
No, I'm not used to it. I don't watch.
Carry on.
Listen, you crotchety old grump.
Stop the game so you can have get yourself a choc ice or whatever, or a yacht or whatever. I'm saying. No, I don't want it over here. I don't want it here.
Oh my God! First of all,
it ain't even a choc ice. It's all that video. To each other and kiss each other. Then the kiss camera.
Oh my God! All right, real quick, okay. When I watch live sports when I watch live sports here in America, I don't watch it live. I DVR it so I don't have to watch all the adverts. So please. Don't label all of us as stereotypes here in America, and the rest of it I'm not even going to argue with you because you're on a roll.
All right, we've got a super chat here for DJ Crane 2B14. Why was Arteta hired? Pathetic. If Arteta has improved Arsenal, then why do we need VARs to help to win or draw a match? What to improve? Sorry. Why do we need VAR to win us or draw us a match? VAR is there to get the decision right. It doesn't matter if you're going to win the match or not. This is what I don't understand. Why do people keep coming out with this rubbish? It's not there to help us to win the match. It's there to get decisions right.
Glenn, you know what, right? In answer to your question, I've always looked at VAR like this.
Thank you.
Right, big up DJ Crane, yeah? I agree with it. I do agree with it. My whole issue is the people behind the scenes who are using it. I think for me, if it was ex-footballers or people who have played the game at some sort of level, the people who are using it, for me, do you know what? Right, classic example. Do you remember when the ref was meant to send off when we had Chamberlain and by mistake he sent off Kieran Gibbs? Remember that in that game? Mm-hmm. You know, I look at examples like that, right, and I just think, do you know what? With VAR, that could have been sorted out within a couple of seconds, right? You know, for me, it's I do agree with VAR because I do think Claude, forgive me if I'm wrong, over the years, the big clubs have always had more or less the major decisions sway their way, right? I think the little clubs have sort of been, if you don't think a little bit, right, Man United over the years, I mean, come on. But
I'll tell you why Man United got a lot of penalties over the years. I'll tell you why. Because they were a great side that were always attacking football and always ended up in the penalty area. So that's why they got a lot of penalties. Nothing to do with referees. The only time that they done us with the one referee, I will say that it was that Riley completely cheated us in. That was one game. I will say that we were cheated. That's one game. But
But do you not think that, Claude, if there was better people behind it using it, like ex-pros, it would be better? Because a lot of it for me is common sense. A lot of it comes down to common sense. You know,
but a load of them pros, as much as you like to say, they don't know the rules. They don't know every rule in the book. That's and also they could be biased as well. So I wouldn't put ex-pros in there. No, definitely.
Yeah.
But how can they be biased? All you've got to do is make the rules black and white. Because I thought the rule for handball was if it touches your arm, it's an handball no matter where it is.
Because it's the close proximity of the player. But don't blame me for this. Blame Wenger, who makes the rules up. They're only going by the rules that they're set. Because of the close proximity of the player, he didn't give it. And that's down to Wenger and his cronies making these decisions, by the way.
All right. Well, let's move on from this for a minute because obviously I've only got 15 minutes left before I go to work. Let's move on because I think someone put it in the chat saying what about the North London derby coming up. So let's start with you, Glenn.
Well, I'm not even going to address that. We have Benfica we have to deal with. Then I'll worry about that. Yeah, and I hope that Arsenal does the same.
That's a bigger game, actually. That is a bigger game, believe it or not.
We got to take it one game at a time. We got
a massive game on for. That's a bigger game than Spurs game, whether you like it or not. Spurs game is just.
Of course it is, but we should just be thinking about our next opponent. I'm sorry. Can we just move on? You guys give your predictions. I refuse to even think about it right now.
Yeah, I think we talk about Olympiacos. Never mind Tottenham.
Yeah, no, I just see someone put it in the chat, so I thought we'd address it.
If you want me to be honest, I think we'll beat Spurs on Sunday.
Okay, what's your score prediction, Claude?
2-1. It's normally 2-1 when we beat them. I think we'll beat them because I think everyone will write us off, and when people write us off, we suddenly pull something out. They writ us off against Chelsea. They said we had no chance. They said we were going to get thrashed by United, and that we got a draw and we could have won it. I think we'll beat them. We'll raise our game for that. There's only one team.
Sorry, I thought you was finished. Sorry, mate.
Go on, carry
on. If we're talking about the derby, I think I can see a 1-1 draw. Which, funnily enough, is the score I'm going with against Olympiacos. I think that'll be a draw as well. I think we'll do it in the second leg, but I think the first one, I think it's going to be a draw.
Yeah, we should go 1-1.
Oh, sorry, Claude, go on. What were you saying, mate?
I think we should be comfortable over the two legs against Olympia. I can't see anything but getting through to the next round.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. I just hope we don't sit too many players to rest them for Spurs. That's all I'm hoping.
Were they in the Champions League in the group stages?
I don't know.
I can't think off the top of my head, Claude. Someone to put it in the chat properly. I'm going to go 1-0 for the North London derby. I'm going to go same as Diesel and Olympiacos. as long as we get the away goal and we don't lose, then I think we'll be very comfortable at home and beat them. So yeah, as long as we
said that, last year we played them, we beat them away from home, and then we lost the second leg. So you can never tell on these games. But I think they've lost a few of their players. Their best players have gone. I think one's gone to Liverpool, one has gone somewhere else.
Can I ask you guys a question? Would you sit Partey against Olympiacos to rest him for Spurs?
No, I think it's a more important game. Spurs.
Okay.
Spurs
So I have no argument with anybody.
It's just about pride with Spurs because league in the league. That's it. It's all about the Europa League now.
Yeah, finally, I agree with you, Claude. Finally, after 45 minutes.
No. It's all about the Europa League now, mate. There's no. I don't even think top 6 is on. Never mind top 4.
Of course, we could be in that conference thing, Nick. I hope we don't actually get into that.
No, in our luck, we will. No, in our luck.
Oh, that would be disaster. That would be if we get in that. I'd send the youth team out for that.
You guys are like a wind-up toy. You're like go, and then you all of a sudden slow down. Everybody's getting quieter. Are those your pajamas, Claude?
So what's your team?
It's like a roller coaster, Glenn, isn't it? Ups and downs, isn't it? With it's straight.
It's so funny. You guys got so quiet.
No, I'm being honest. Give
it time.
Yeah, somebody asked Terry about Arteta in the comments. Up again.
What's your team on Thursday?
I'm trying to find Terry's side piece in the chat. I can't find Karen anywhere.
Yeah,
Karen Price, seriously. There's a side piece.
I'm too easily distracted. I don't put the comments on. So if anybody's talking to me,
what was the final score in the West Ham game? Because I didn't.
2-0.
They're looking good, aren't they? They're looking good. I don't think they'll make it, though. I don't think they'll make it.
I hope they do. If we obviously we ain't going to make it. So West Ham, I'd love to see them in the Champions League.
When we did our prediction show, West Ham was my worst prediction. I said David Moyes as far as being the first manager to be ousted. They're going to be in a relegation battle. Hats off, man! What a job he did. He's doing
fantastic, really well. Just quickly, because a lot of people put it in again, is don't forget, can Socrates play against us on Thursday? Because he's at Olympiacos, isn't he?
Yeah. Hopefully.
I don't know. Is he signed for them or is he on loan?
Yeah, no, he can because we cancelled his contract, so therefore.
Yeah.
It's the other guy. It's the other guy, isn't it? The other guy's coming back in the summer, isn't he? What's his name? Kolasinac. He's not.
Well, he's not coming back. He'll be coming back to go back out again. Sold.
Well, you try getting him out again.
We just cancelled his contract like we've done the others.
Yeah, but he's got a year left.
There's probably some sort of news story out there that we will believe that he's going to be given another 20-year contract because Arteta loves him.
No.
We do that.
He said he wants to play in Germany. You guys are creating something that's not going to happen. He doesn't want to come here and sit behind. He doesn't want to come here and sit behind Tierney and Cedric. No. Don't worry about it. That's a dead argument. He wants to be in Germany. He's in Germany.
Well said. And that's where we because it's a slower game for him. So he might even be okay out there for that.
Yeah, Joe, it gets to a point now, right? We've got to stop doing this and just obviously, cancelling contracts. We need to actually start getting some money in for these players. Kolasinac, as bad as he is, don't tell me there ain't one club out there who will actually pay a couple of mil for him. Got to be a club out there. He's bad, but come on, he ain't.
God. Well, listen, we will get some.
Team of the season. Come on, in Germany.
We said it the weekend. We will get some money. We get probably 20 to 25 million for Torreira. We get 20 to 25 million for what's his name? Guendouzi. Guendouzi. We're probably get.
I want to keep him.
No, he's got to go. I see.
I'd like to keep him too.
But Bellerin looks like he's on the way out the door. Xhaka, obviously, we all want him gone and all. So we had to make some sort of money. And obviously, there's players that are already gone that we need to fill that gap because that squad is not big enough.
I just want to go back to your Guendouzi thing. I would like to see him on a 2-year loan and then see if he's good enough for Arsenal because I think there's some potential in that kid.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Right. So he's been at 4 different clubs and every single manager has had a problem with him and got rid of him. So why is he going to change his attitude? Even at the club that's now on loan.
Emery didn't have a problem with him.
Name me one thing he's done that's been worse than Xhaka.
I'm not saying that he hasn't done anything
well,
worse.
There you go. So that's what I'm saying. Xhaka's in our team. Yeah, look at what he's done. He's done. He disgraced the club. He's still here. Yeah. So I'm sorry. You know, he's got to start. He
disgraced the club under the manager.
Xhaka's 29 years of age. Guendouzi's 20, 21? Xhaka's 29.
That's why a lot of players have fallen out with Arteta because he picks and chooses who's good and who's bad. Because as you say,
is that dinner's ready or is that
no? I still have a few minutes.
As you say, he picked Granit Xhaka.
No.
Oh my God! I'll be right back.
Who's that?
His boy, I think that was his boy. His boy, I think, we've got water bottle.
All this carry on, Claude. What's going on here?
I thought that was his missus calling him.
What? No. It was my son. I said those 4 little words that work. Get the fuck out. He's gone.
No, look at the way he's treated people, and this is why a lot of players have fallen out with him because he's treating players differently. Like you can get away with it, but he can't. Like look at Granit Xhaka. He threw the armband down, 2 fingers up to the crowd, and he's okay. Guendouzi, all he done was react to the Brighton player because he was pissed off about
Claude, it was passion.
Yeah, showing passion because he's lost the game and he's told to get out of the football club. It's a fucking joke, mate. That's no wonder people. And as for putting his lodger in all season, putting his lodger in the team because he's his lodger, the ex-lodger, and putting him in the team, right? When you can clearly see that Suarez is a better player than him. Putting him in the bloody team all season. What about all that? Carry on. Because, I can't upset Bellerin. Used to be my lodger. I think I play him every week. There we go. Man management is all wrong. And the reason it's all wrong, because he's got no experience. And that is his biggest fault. He don't know how to handle players. And this is a big club. You can't just walk into Arsenal Football Club and carry on like that, mate.
You know, I'm not Arteta out right now like Diesel and Claude, but what Claude said is so spot on. We have lost points because of this manager.
I can tell you're getting there, Glenn. That's what I like to see. I like to see this. You're getting there. I can tell. The Glenn now, compared to the Glenn 2-3 months ago, vastly different. Yeah. So you kind of.
The crack of my ass on the fence is leaning towards you guys.
So there you go. Afsal Raymond, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Afsal was big up the legend that is Claudiola.
By the way, what's this about? Something happened with the royal family. I'm hearing all these vibes about the royal family.
Don't even start. Don't want to talk about it.
Don't touch that one. Don't touch that one. It's political. Trust me, don't touch that one.
No, because all I'm hearing all these stories coming up, but I don't know what's happened.
You don't even want to know. It's just a load of rubbish. The more people talk about it, the more it gives news and airtime to these.
Claude, it's a live electrical wire. Do not touch it. It's just, read about it when we get off. Trust me.
I'm getting all these funny things on my phone, and I wondered if something's happened. Is someone been accused of something?
No. It's just.
I'm watching it later on, by the way, because I have a massive. Yeah, mate, this Meghan Markle. Come on. I watched her from Suits, mate. She's stunning, bro. I'm watching that.
No, I call it
Meghan. Has she done something wrong then?
Yeah. Apparently, that's what the big problem is that they apparently got away from England because they didn't want to do no interviews and nothing like that because obviously the press get on them and all that. Now they've gone and they've got £100 million deal with Netflix. And now they've got, something
else has happened. It's breaking news within the last 5 minutes. Have you not read it? Meghan is on the verge of splitting up with Harry because she basically told him she wants to be part of Claude and the Banstas. He told her no chance.
What's this thing regarding Andrew? Something happened with Andrew?
Well, there's always something happening with him. I don't know.
They're only humans, aren't they? At the end of the day, they're only human beings. At the end of the day, they're not, they're going to make mistakes.
Cool. I've got no problem with them going to live the life what they want to do in America, which they come out and said. That's what I'm saying. They come out and said that they want to get away from England because
maybe his son knows. Maybe her husband knows the truth about his mother. I'm not saying no more than that.
Oh my gosh.
Well, maybe he does, but don't forget they showed interviews the other day with Harry, and before he was even with Mark.
I never thought I'd be happy to hear that noise, guys. I have to go.
Who is it?
What? I gotta go. My wife is saying I have to feed them. You want them to come down here like zombies?
What does she feed them? Can you tell her to not disturb our broadcast every time? I'm going to write.
Broadcast.
I'll see you guys soon.
Glenn, much appreciated as always for coming on, mate. Oh, blimey, you weren't joking. Christ,
you can't even say goodbye to him when the missus calls. You know that, Diesel. Do you know what I mean? There's no point in wasting your breath.
I told him. All right.
Do you know what? If that is how quick, right, he had to go. We're talking about a proper dangerous woman here.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Get her on Oprah.
Nice.
Right, boys, I'm going to have to shoot off. I don't know if you still want to carry on, but I need to shoot off.
I've had enough. I've had 3 hours. I've had 2 hours of taddy. I ain't enough, mate. That's enough for me.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that in a bit. Yeah, so guys, for anyone who hasn't watched it, obviously the Claude and Taddy show, tonight they did it on Taddy's channel. So, yeah, go over and watch that. Let's be honest. There's going to be some disagreement, shall we say, in that stream. But listen, boys, once again, tonight, absolutely brilliant. Another great stream.
Don't forget the show that Claude done earlier on with Mr. Gunner. That was called Claude and the Hotspurs.
Claude and the Hotspurs.
They both talked more about Tottenham than they did about Arsenal. But
no, we didn't.
But don't forget about that show and all. So, and what else was you going to say, Dee?
God. Oh, no, I was just going to say, no. It was another, right good turnout tonight. And also, guys, just a bit of a thank you, really, because this channel's, again, it's just growing rapidly. You know, I think we're...
Yeah, you know what, didn't you? I went on that Fogden channel that's got 450 fucking thousand subscribers. Maybe that's
okay. It must be that then. Right, okay, yeah, so anyway, but yeah, thank you guys, because I think we're sort of 40 away now from 33,000. Blimey, who would have thought that when we first joined up last year? Exactly. So, do you know, you guys, you outdo it every time. Love yous all.
Can I just say, a big well done to Mr. Lee Chappie, one of our great mates. He's got up to 10K himself now. Everyone who ain't following him, go over and give him a follow. He's a really lovely chap. He's helped us out on this channel and helping me out doing getting the screen and that. So I just want to say thank you very much, Lee, and congratulations.
There's a thing that someone was telling me that I can't remember the name. There's an app to go for Instagram, Terry. Have a look. We're talking about it, mate. Don't worry.
Thanks. Cheers, Jack.
Get on that, mate. We'll be all right then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And
we're in conversation, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, just very quickly, we haven't
got Facebook at the moment. You know that, don't you? I don't know what's happening with Facebook.
Yeah, we have.
No, they wouldn't let me in Facebook this morning. Wouldn't let me in.
Well, we're in it now. We're on Facebook now.
So why wouldn't it let me? Why wouldn't it let me go on Facebook?
Well, we did tell you, Claude. You got to stop giving Tracy the passwords, mate. It's just probably messing about. No, I don't know, mate.
All right. Go on, Diesel. Sorry, mate.
No idea. Yeah, no. Just in response to this message here from Ali, we are in talks with Oprah. She said at some point in a couple of months when she's got some free time, she's going to come on. And right at the death, can I just say, right at the death, my girl, Laura. Come on, Laura. Hello, lads. How are you doing? Great to see Claude. See, Claude, they all love you, mate. Look at that.
Thank you, Laura.
So, yeah.
I'm just shocked that Claude ain't in the background of that photograph. So, like in all the others, do you know what I mean? That's the only.
Well, he can't now. If he can't afford to piss Tracy off, can he? Otherwise, he's a dead man. Yeah. No, and also, yeah, the Cowboy. I haven't seen you before, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate your comments tonight. Great debate. Thanks, lads. Yeah. Oh, hey, look, Claude. Taddy. Right.
Oh, what was it? I've had enough of him tonight. Get off the screen.
So, yeah, I might tune into that in a minute. But no, guys, thank you very much. And
you know what he put as a contender for manager of the weekend? Jurgen Klopp. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Manager of the weekend, Jurgen Klopp.
Manager of the weekend for me would be what's his name?
It's got to be Ollie.
No, Fulham manager.
Scott Parker.
Scotty Parker. Fantastic job.
No, not really. Because that.
Oh, come on, he's doing that.
I think I'm not being funny. I think AFTV could beat Liverpool at the moment, the way they're playing.
Well, I'm just saying, you got to beat what's in front of you, and they're about to beat Liverpool on the patch at the moment. And well done to Scotty Parker.
What's winding up, Claude? Oh, thank God for that, because do you know what? I was going to have to go back and watch it. Benjamin Hutton, everyone loves you guys. Look at that. Goats of the UK. Come on. Nice one,
Thanks,
Benjamin. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. Scotty Parker lost the game and won in the week. Yeah, I'll tell you what, they play decent football, you know, Fulham.
Yeah.
They can pass the ball around, honestly.
Getting out of that relegation zone, I think. I hope they do. I hope they do stay up.
Yeah, I've always liked Scotty Parker. I loved him as a player. Yeah, fair play to him. Fair play to him. He's getting the most out of a team like that. You know what? You got to give a manager his due, haven't you?
Considering after the first game of the season, well, a few of the games of the season, do you know what I mean? They didn't look like they was even going to score a goal. So,
Ollie is 100 times better than Terry's manager. Hence why he didn't credit him.
Right, I need to shoot now, boys.
Yeah, man, you got work. Yeah. All right. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. And we shall be with you very, very shortly, very soon. Turn your notifications on every time we go live. We're going to be doing quite a few, maybe around this time of night. Obviously, if we can, and it looks like we're going to be doing a lot more of those going forward. So, yeah, keep your notification bell on so that whenever we do go live and we go live, we might decide to do a stream at the very last minute. You'll get notified because you've clicked on the bell. So you'll be able to see it. And like, subscribe, and share. The channel's growing rapidly. There is no telling where this channel can go. So do you know what? Sky's the limit. Yeah? So thank you very much, guys. Love you all. Claude, as per usual, looking sexy. Give my regards to Tracy tonight. And Terry, have a good night at work.
Thanks a lot. Speak to you all soon. See you later on.
Love yous.